Welcome back, and it is video number 12. We are doing the Barbarian class today. Now, if these go too long, I'm either going to be putting in sections where you can click, or I might be breaking up the videos so that they're not asininely long. But we are going to be starting on page 46 with our Barbarian. Obviously, I feel a little barbarous today. Barbarian. A tall human tribesman strides through a blizzard, draped in fur and hefting his axe. He laughs as he charges toward the frost giant who dared poach his people's elk herd. A half-orc snarls at the latest challenger to her authority over their savage tribe, ready to break his neck with her bare hands as she did to the last 6 rivals. Frothing at the mouth, a dwarf slams his helmet into the face of his drow foe, then turns to drive his armored elbow into the gut of another. These barbarians, different as they might be, are defined by their rage. Unbridled, unquenchable, and unthinking fury. More than a mere emotion, their anger is the ferocity of a cornered predator, the unrelenting assault of a storm, the churning turmoil of the sea. For some, their rage springs from a communion with fierce animal spirits. Others draw from a roiling reservoir of anger at a world full of pain. For every barbarian, rage is a power that fuels not just a battle frenzy, but also uncanny reflexes, resilience, and feats of strength. Now, I'm just going to skip over to 47 and read this table off, because it is the basics of what you're going to get as you level up your barbarian. Level 1. Proficiency bonus, 2. Features. Rage, unarmored defense. You get 2 rages, and rage damage is +2. Level 2. Same proficiency bonus at level 2. Feats, reckless attack, danger sense. Still 2 rages, and still +2 to rage damage. Level 3. Proficiency bonus 2. Feat, primal path. Rages, 3. Rage damage, +2. Level 4. Proficiency bonus, +2. Features, ability score improvement. Rages, 3. Rage damage, +2. 5th level. Proficiency bonus, +3. Feats, extra attack, fast movement. Rages, 3. Rage damage, +2. Level 6, Prof bonus, 3. Features, pick a path feature. Rages, 4. Rage damage, +2. Level 7, Prof bonus of 3. Feature, feral instinct. Rages, 4. Rage damage, +2. 9th level, proficiency bonus, +4. Features, brutal critical, 1 die. Rages, 4. Rage damage is now +3. Level 10. +4 for proficiency bonus. You get a path feature. You still have 4 rages, and you still have +3 to rage damage. 11th level is still +4 on the prof bonus. You get relentless rage as a feature. You have 4 rages, and you got +3 to that rage damage. At the 12th level, still +4 to the prof bonus. You get another ability score improvement. And now you have 5 rages. +3 to rage damage still. Level 13. Proficiency bonus of 5. Brutal critical. Now 2 dice. Rages are 5. Damage for your rage is +3. Level 14. +5. You get another path feature. Rages are now 5. Or still rather, and your rage damage is still at +3. Level 15, +5 for your prof bonus. Your feature is persistent rage. Sounds right. your rages are still 5. And your rage damage is still +3. Level 16. Proficiency bonus is still 5. But you get another ability score improvement. Your rages remain 5, but you go up to a +4 on your rage damage. Level 17. +6 now to your prof bonus. Brutal critical is now 3 die. Rages are now 6. And you have that rage damage of +4, which is all of them, so I'm just not going to read that one off of. For 18, you got the prof bonus of 6 still, Indomitable Might, and 6 rages. 19th level, +6 for your proficiency bonus, your ability score improvement again, and you still have 6 rages. Now at your 20th level, you get +6 for your proficiency bonus. You gain the feature Primal Champion. Your rages are now unlimited, and your rage damage is +4. Now we're going back over to page 46. Primal Instinct. People in towns and cities take pride in how their civilized ways set them apart from animals, as if denying one's own nature was a mark of superiority. To a barbarian, though, civilization is no virtue, but a sign of weakness. The strong embrace their animal nature. Keen instincts, primal physicality, and ferocious rage. Barbarians are uncomfortable when hedged in by walls and crowds. They thrive in the wilds of their homelands, the tundra, jungle, or grasslands where the tribes live and hunt. Barbarians come alive in the chaos of combat. They can enter a berserk state where their rage takes over, giving them superhuman strength and resilience. A barbarian can draw on this reservoir of fury only a few times without resting, but those few rages are usually sufficient to defeat whatever threats arise. A life of danger. Not every member of the tribes deemed barbarians by scions of civilized society has the barbarian class. A true barbarian among these people is uncommon as a skilled fighter in a town, and he or she plays a similar role as a protector of the people and a leader in times of war. Life in the wild places of the world is fraught with peril, rival tribes, deadly weather, and terrifying monster. Barbarians charge headlong into that danger so that their people don't have to. Their courage in the face of danger makes barbarians perfectly suited for adventuring. Wandering is often a way of life for their native tribes, and the rootless life of an adventurer is little hardship for a barbarian. Some barbarians miss the close-knit family structures of the tribe, but eventually find them replaced by the bonds formed with a member of their adventuring parties. Creating a barbarian. We are now on page 47 again. When creating a barbarian character, think about where your character comes from and his or her place in the world. Talk with your DM about appropriate origin for your barbarian. Did you come from a distant land, making you a stranger in the area of the campaign? Or is the campaign set in a rough-and-tumble frontier where barbarians are common? What led you to take up adventuring life? Were you lured to settle lands by promised riches? Did you join forces with soldiers of those lands and to face a shared threat? Did monsters or an invading horde drive you out of your homeland, making you a rootless refugee? Perhaps you are a prison of war, brought in chains to civilized lands, only now to... Sorry, my dog is dreaming and he is crying in his sleep. I was distracted. Perhaps you were a prisoner of war, brought in chains to civilized lands, and only now able to win your freedom. Or you might have been cast out from your people because you violated a taboo or committed a crime, or a coup that removed you from a position of authority. Quick build. You can make a barbarian quickly by following these suggestions. First, put your highest ability score in strength, followed by constitution. Second, choose the Outlander background. Class features. As a barbarian, you gain the following class features. Hit points. Hit die, 1d12 per barbarian level. Hit points at first level is 12 plus your constitution modifier. Hit points at higher levels, 1d12 or 7 plus your constitution modifier per Barbarian level after the first. Proficiencies. Proficiencies for your armor, light armor, medium armor, and shields. Weapons, simple weapons, and martial weapons. Tools, none. Saving throws, you got proficiency in strength and constitution, and skills. You get to choose 2 from animal handling, athletics, intimidation, nature, perception, and survival. Now we're on page 48. Equipment. You start with the following equipment in addition to the equipment granted to you by your background. A great axe, or B, a martial simple weapon. You also get either 2 hand axes or any simple weapon. You also get an explorer's pack and 4 javelins. Rage! In battle, you fight with primal ferocity. On your turn, you can enter a rage as a bonus action. While raging, you gain the following benefits if you aren't wearing heavy armor. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. When you make a melee weapon attack using strength, you gain a bonus to the damage roll that increases as you gain levels as a barbarian, shown in the rage damage column on the barbarian table. We went over that. You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Physical hit, yeah. If you are able to cast spells, you can't cast them or concentrate while raging. Your rage lasts for 1 minute. It ends early if you are knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage since then. I forgot about that. You also end your rage on your turn as a bonus action. Sorry, you can end your rage as a bonus action. Once you have raged the number of times shown for your barbarian level in the rage columns, you must finish a long rest before you can rage again. Unarmored defense. While you are not wearing any armor, your armor class equals 10 plus your dex modifier plus your constitution modifier. You can use a shield and still gain this benefit. Reckless attack. Starting at level 2. You can throw aside all concern for your defense to attack with fierce desperation. When you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength during this turn. But attack rolls against you have advantage until your next turn. Danger sense. At second level, you gain an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving you an edge when you dodge away from danger. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps and spells. To gain this benefit, you cannot be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. Primal path. At third level, you choose a path that shapes the nature of your rage. Choose the path of the berserker or the path of the totem warrior, both detailed at the end of this class description. Your choice grants you features at the 3rd, 6th, 10th, and 14th levels. Ability score improvements when you reach level 4, and again at 8, 12, and 16, also 19. That's not how I should have read that at all, but we'll go with it. 4, 8, 12, 16, 19. You can increase one ability score of your choice by 2, or you can increase 2 ability scores by 1. As normal, you can't increase an ability score above 20 using this feature. Extra attack. Beginning at the 5th level, you can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn. Fast movement. Starting at level 5, your speed increases by 10 feet while you aren't wearing any heavy armor. Feral instinct. By 7th level, your instincts are so honed that you have advantage on initiative rolls. Additionally, if you are surprised at the beginning of combat and aren't incapacitated, you can act normally on your first turn, but only if you enter your rage before doing anything else on that turn. Brutal critical. Beginning at the 9th level, you can roll 1 additional weapon damage die when determining the extra damage for a critical hit with a melee attack. This increases to 2 additional die at the 13th level and 3 additional die at the 17th level. Relentless Rage. Starting at 11th level, your rage keeps you fighting despite grievous wounds. If you drop to 0 hit points while you're raging, you don't die outright. You can make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. If you succeed, you can only drop to 1 hit point instead. Each time you use this feature after the first, the DC increases by 5. When you finish a short or long rest, the DC resets to 10. Persistent Rage. At the 15th level, your rage is so fierce it ends early only if you fall unconscious or if you choose to end it. Indomitable Might. Beginning at the 18th level, if your total for a strength check is less than your strength score, you can use your strength score in place of the total. Primal Champion. At level 20, you embody the power of the wilds. Your strength and constitution scores increase by 4. Your maximum of those scores is now 24. Primal Paths. Rage burns in every barbarian's heart, a furnace that drives him or her towards greatness. Different barbarians attribute their rage to different sources. However, for some, it is an eternal reservoir where pain, grief, and anger are forged into fury as hard as steel. Others see it as a spiritual blessing, a gift of an animal totem. Totem animal. Path of the Berserker. For some barbarians, rage is a means to an end, that end being violence. The Path of the Berserker is a path of untrammeled fury, slick with blood. As you enter the Berserker's rage, you thrill in the chaos of battle, heedless of your own health or well-being. Frenzy. You start. There's no you. Starting when you choose this path at the 3rd level, you can go into a frenzy when you rage. If you do so, for the duration of your rage, you can make single melee attack weapon as a bonus action for each of your turns after this one. When your rage ends, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion, as described in Appendix A. We'll get there. Mindless Rage. Beginning at the 6th level, you can't be charmed or frightened while raging. If you are charmed or frightened when you enter your rage, the effect is suspended during the duration of rage. So you will get it back when you finish. Intimidating Presence. Beginning at the 10th level, you can use your action to frighten someone with your menacing presence. When you do so, choose one creature that you see within 30 feet of you. If that creature can see or hear you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw of DC equal to 8 plus your proficiency plus your charisma modifiers. Or be frightened until the end of your next turn. On subsequent turns, you can use your action to extend the duration of this effect on the frightened creature until the end of your next turn. This effect ends if the creature ends its turn out of line of sight or more than 60 feet away from you. If the creature succeeds on its saving throw, you can't use this feature on the same creature again for 24 hours. Retaliation. Starting at the 14th level, when you take damage from a creature that was within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against that creature. Now we get to find out about the Path of the Totem Warrior. The Path of the Totem Warrior is a spiritual journey as the barbarian accepts a spirit animal as a guide, protector, and inspiration. In battle, your totem spirit fills you with supernatural might, adding magical fuel to your barbarian rage. Most barbarian tribes consider a totem animal to be kin to a particular clan. In such cases, it is unusual for an individual to have more than one totem animal spirit, though exceptions exist. Spirit Seeker. Yours is a path that seeks attunement with the natural world, giving you a kinship with beasts. At 3rd level, when you adopt this path, you gain the ability to cast Beast Sense and Speak with Animal spells, but only as rituals, as described in Chapter 10, Spellcasting. Yet again, we'll get there. Totem Spirit. At the 3rd level, when you adopt this path, you choose a totem spirit and gain its feature. You must make or acquire a physical totem object, an amulet or similar adornment that incorporates fur or feathers, claws or teeth, bones of the totem animal. At your option, you will also gain minor physical attributes that are reminiscent of your totem spirit. For example, if you have a bear totem spirit, you might be unusually hairy and thick-skinned. Or if your totem is an eagle, your eyes may turn bright yellow. Your totem animal might be an animal related to those listed here, but more appropriate to your homeland. For example, you can choose a hawk or vulture in place of an eagle. Bear. While raging, you have resistance to all damage except psychic damage. The spirit of the bear makes you tough enough to stand up to any punishment. Eagle. While you are raging, other creatures have disadvantage on opportunity attack rolls against you, and you can use the dash action as a bonus action on your turn. The spirit of the eagle makes you into a predator who can weave through the fray with ease. Wolf. While you are raging, your friends have advantage on melee attacks against any creature within 5 feet of you that is hostile to you. The spirit of the wolf makes you a leader among hunters, not hamsters. Hunters now has an extra S, whatever. Aspect of the beast. At 6th level, you gain a magical benefit based on the totem animal of your choice. You can choose the same animal you selected at the 3rd level or a different one. The bear. You gain the might of a bear. Your carrying capacity, including maximum load and lift, is doubled. You have the advantage on strength checks made to push, pull, lift, or break objects. Eagle. You gain the eyesight of an eagle. You can see up to 1 mile away with no difficulty, able to discern even fine details as though looking at something no more than 100 feet away from you. Additionally, dim light doesn't impose disadvantage on your perception checks. Wisdom. Wolf. You gain the hunting sensibilities of a wolf. You can track other creatures while traveling at a fast pace, and you can move stealthily while traveling at normal pace. See Chapter 8, Adventuring, for rules on travel pace. Spirit Walker. At the 10th level, you can cast Commune with Nature spell, but only as a ritual. When you do so, a spiritual version of one of the animals you chose for totem spirit or aspect of the beast appear to you to convey the information you seek. Totemic Attunement. At the 14th level, you gain a magical benefit based on the totem animal of your choice. You can choose the same animal you selected previously or a different one. Bear. While you are raging, any creature within 5 feet of you that's hostile to you has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you or another character with this feature. An enemy is immune to this effect if it can't see or hear you, or if it can't be frightened. Eagle. While raging, you have a flying speed equal to your current walking speed. This benefit only works in short bursts. You fall if you end your turn in the air, and nothing else is holding you aloft. And last but not least, Wolf. While you are raging, you can use a bonus action on your turn to knock a large or smaller creature prone when you hit it with melee weapon attacks. And that finishes off our Barbarian. I mean, I even brought my axe over for props. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Our next one will in fact be the Bard. If you did enjoy this video or find it amusing or informative, please like. I'd appreciate your follow. Anyways, keep gaming on.